Okay, Shabbat Shalom, hi and salutations. This is Giovanni. I wanted to come in and talk about, I'm going to entitle this video, Letting Go. Previously, a few days ago, I had made a video about loving kindness, and I talked about certain young people that had some issues in their heart that was never fully mended. And so I want to come and talk about the importance of forgiveness and letting go. Now, I myself in the past, when I was younger, I was a young man that went through a lot of bullying. I've been bullied a lot during school, and during preschool and during high school, and I've went through a lot of these situations. I've always been a relatively small guy, not very big in strength or in muscle, and well, people were taking kind of advantage of that. And also what didn't help is that I was mostly an active guy, a passive guy with a big mouth, instead of being an active guy with a big heart. But anyways, I learned from it. While I still have ways to go, I find myself slowly but surely getting better. But that is besides the point. What I wanted to talk about is bullying. And you know, I never really was a man that liked confrontation, you know, as far as fighting, and I wasn't a very aggressive guy. I always disliked aggressivity very much, and I never really liked fighting. Every time I wasn't involved in a lot of fights, maybe just one or two, but every time I was, there was always these, you know, kind of like butterflies in your stomach, if we may. I remember actually one time there was a situation where by peer pressure I was pushed kind of like into a fight, and because I was kind of stupid, I wasn't able to just deal with it in wisdom. So, you know, because of peer pressure and all that, I kind of got sucked into it, and I really didn't want to fight. I don't like it, like mentioned, and I was like at that point with that opponent where we were face to face in a circle, and I never pushed myself on that person, you know. That's what happens when you're kind of reluctant in doing something. But hey, you know, the guy came up to me and he threw his punch, but the moment when the spirit of conservation came in, you know, he had entered my bubble, and then I had no chance but to retaliate. It was just by instinct. So all I had to throw was one punch, and like I said, I'm not a very big guy, so I didn't knock him out, but I did knock his intent out. And all to say that these things I never really enjoyed. But going back to bullying, what I'm seeing in certain assemblies right now is I'm seeing bullies. I'm seeing big bullies. People that are supposed to follow Christ. And you know, the way I see you people interact with other people, I see that you're part of the big BS. Let's call it the big bully syndicate. It's just, I don't understand how we can treat each other sometimes it's like we've been called for being a champion executioner or something. I don't know what's behind it, but it doesn't add up to me. So going back to what I initially wanted to talk about, letting go. Myself today, meeting some of these guys that I was bullied by, I don't know if I could look at them with the same light that I would see another fellow man, a stranger, let's say, in the faith. If these bullies were now in the faith, I would have to see a lot of fruit coming from them. But the point is that I would always kind of have in the back of my mind, see them and look at them with those kind of glasses of remembrance. And that's the hardest thing to overcome, is to look past that. Because I remember when I was bullied when I was younger, these had great effects, psychological effects on me, to the point where I was afraid to go out, and it kind of, I would say, I put so much emphasis on it that it kind of changed a part of me, right? So until one day, at one point, I just decided to let go and try to sort of claim my life back and go out and just not walk in fear, but freedom, kind of, if you may. And these guys, hey, probably they'll be seeing this video one of these days, and they'll recognize themselves. But all I want to say is, you know, if you happen to be one of them, hey, I forgive you. Be at peace, and shalom.